Hello Internet, welcome back to Slay the Spire. If you did not watch our previous episode, we are in the middle of a run, so you'll have to go back and check that one. We do have an attack-focused deck, pretty much ignoring all block, which is surely not going to bite us in the butt later. So, I'm seeing a lot of question marks. We're guaranteed to get non-combat in question marks, so I think question marks can be pretty valuable for us. But if we could build up our gold reserves as well, you know, we have 240 gold. If we hit this, we'll probably be up to about 245, and we could shop, which would allow us to remove some unfortunate cards from our deck, or upgrade, or buy new cards, or whatever. So I do think that that could be beneficial to us, although I would like to have more gold by hitting a shop. So instead, if we went up this way, we could hit 3 question marks, which could be good or bad, hit a campfire to upgrade a card, and go to a shop, but it would not give us the chance to get many more cards in our deck. Although I kind of like where our cards are at right now. That might be beneficial. Alternatively, we could hit 4 combats and then go that route. 2 upgrades. We could rest once and then upgrade once and then hit treasure. But then we'd be locked into one of these 2 paths, which again are mostly question marks. So we wouldn't be able to hit an elite if we went that way. Just do it. Let's just do it. Oh, hello. That too, we're on floor 2, which I've only been on briefly the one time, so I don't know about. Tends to attack for 5 damage twice. So we could take Berserk. We got this card, which would give us 2 vulnerable, which would up this to 15 damage, which is not great. We have no defense this turn anyway. So I think the benefit, gaining the extra energy is actually not that important. I think we can't play this unless we play Berserk. Play Berserk, screw it, roll with it. We get more energy every turn, and this should go away after a couple turns. So he's doing 14 damage, but we can now hit him for a lot. Draw a card, give me something. I mean, this would let us get some defense. Can't play this. Why can't I play this? Can't play more than 6 cards per turn. Yep. Yep. Okay. So that's a little bit of a minor misplay. Take 14 damage, which is not a super big deal because we do regen after every combat. Tends to inflict a negative effect. Okay. Well, True Grit's a little meaningless at that point then. So we definitely bash. Definitely rampage. We strike. And then we just end our turn, I think. So vulnerability will go away, but we're still getting 5 energy per turn. He has inflicted Hex. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into your pile. Well, lucky for us, 90% of our deck is attacks. Unfortunately, these are not. So we'll play Ethereal Armor. We'll block the damage, get a dazed. We'll double tap Cleave for sure. Give me Cleave. Okay, and rather than, yeah, screw it. We'll get another dazed, but we're going to kill him next turn, so it just lowers any future damage just in case we can't kill him next turn, although the odds of that are like astronomically low. Yeah, so he's dead. Okay, pretty easy, 79 out of 87. I keep forgetting to use potions, really need to remember that. Any number of cards, then draw that many. Sounds pretty interesting. Choose a card. Twin Strike. Deal 5 damage twice, so 10 damage for 1. And it has, you know, good upgrade potential, I think. Flame Barrier. Gain 12 block. Whenever you attack this turn, deal 4 damage back. Could be really good with enemies that make multiple small attacks. But 2 is such a high cost for... Okay, deal 12 damage. Apply 2 weak, which would reduce their damage by 25%. So not only is it offensive, but it's defensive as well. I like Twin Strike. I'm going to take Twin Strike. Again, I think the upgrade potential there is good. It probably can go up to like deal 8 damage twice, which is real good for 1 cost. Okay, we got a weird orb thing. Sorry, I had to probably edit something out right there. Intends to block. Block is not removed at the start of its turn. Negates 3 debuffs. Wow. Thankfully, we make a lot of attacks, so getting block every turn. We have 40 block! Oh my god. Okay. I think we Berserk. Definitely Ghostly Armor to keep it in our deck because it's such a high block. See, this card, I'm playing it a lot, but I'm never really getting value out of it. Maybe it is better to get rid of this card. It's such good block, though. And we have so much energy. So I think we bash, Pommel Strike, Ghostly Armor. Bash. Oh, that's right, it negates the first 3 debuffs. That's okay, Pommel Strike. Cleave, I mean, Cleave gives us value. I think we Ghostly Armor. Just to keep it in the deck. Maybe need to remove that in the future. It's not, you gain so much defense. Dealing 15 damage, has 48. It has more defense this turn than it did last turn. Oh, okay. So if we hit it twice, okay, 10 damage. It's going to negate the debuff again. Give me Battle Trance. Let me see what we get. Man. Disarm removes one of his negating things. We're not going to be able to play Clash because of, well, we're probably going to defend anyway. Disarm, defend to reduce the damage a little bit. Then Bash to remove his final debuff counter. Increase the damage. Okay, so we'll definitely Clash. You'll increase this card's damage by 5 this combat. Let me look at my discard pile. What could we pick up that would be valuable here? Could pick up a Bash, which would give us that, finally give us a debuff and increase our other damage. Could regain Clash, but the odds of us not pulling another defend or whatever are not very likely. Although we have so much energy now, we could probably manage to get Clash off. It's only 14 damage. If we do this, it'll be 13 next time we see it. Give me the Rampage. Okay. 10 damage incoming, and he just defends for so much. 20 damage incoming. Give me Jack of all trades. Let's see what we get. Panic button. Gain 22 block. You cannot gain block from cards for 2 turns. I mean, he seems to be cycling between attacks and defense, so odds are good it's only going to be for the 1 turn that it's really an issue. We're no longer frail. We gain 25% less block. Well, we can't gain block from these, so this is a little bit of a not great turn. Okay. I assume he's going to be putting his block back up next turn. But again, we got rid of those vulnerabilities. You're just attacking again. So we're taking 10 damage this turn. We do have double Pommel Strike. True Grit. So double tap Pommel Strike to get more card draw and to get more damage on him. Oh, he has so little HP. Well, you're dead. Never mind. Okay. Not the best fight, but it wasn't terrible. I didn't even notice he had such low HP. I was so focused on his block. I think Flex is genuinely not a good card because we lose it immediately. It basically says, hey, you're going to deal 4 more damage this turn. It is upgraded, which has some value. 5 damage if the enemy is vulnerable, gain energy. Gaining energy at this point, we basically have 4 or 5 energy every turn, and we can only play 6 cards per turn. So I think this is of limited use. Anger, 6 damage, add a copy every time it goes, every time we play it. I think we take Flex because it's upgraded. And because we can make up to 4 other attacks this turn, that's 4 extra damage per attack. I think that's pretty good based on the deck we have. More combat. Oh, hello Knight. You're new. Centurion and a Mystic. I've never seen either of these before. Intends to use a buff. I think we want to kill this person first. We have no defense. We could double tap Bash, which would apply a lot of damage and vulnerability to one of them, which would probably be better to use on this guy. But we could probably outright kill this person next turn, or this turn. Yeah, I think we kill this person this turn. Okay, let's do math. 16 damage, 4 vulnerable. Oh, but it only extends the turn. It doesn't extend... It's not going to double the amount of damage he's taking. It's only going to double the duration of the effect. So if we bash, 8 damage, 2 vulnerable. Double tap clash is doing 21, 41, 42 damage. So we're up to 50 damage. 58 damage. I think that's the way to go. Bash. Because basically we're removing... I'm assuming he's going to be the one that's primarily dealing damage. She's probably just a buffer. I don't think that without him, she's going to be much of a threat. So I think we bash him. My throat has already bothered me. I've literally only recorded 1 episode. Double tap. Play Clash. For very significant damage. And then we Rampage to increase that damage over time. Taking 12 damage here, I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, strength to that guy is not good. And yeah, he's attacking. So I'm guessing you probably buff a lot. Whereas this person pretty much outright attacks. So if we cleave, he dies because it's 12. Oh no, it's only 12 damage. Okay, well we cleave definitely. I think we bash her. Headbutt this dude. Yeah, we do that. And then we place the one that gets better over time, Rampage, at the top of our deck. End our turn. Next turn, I don't know if we can kill her, but we can certainly do an awful lot of damage. Well, she heals as well. And she's buffing. Yeah, I think killing that guy was the right call. Man, 3 defends is super not great. So that's all we're going to do this turn. I mean, we could exhaust the block. Hooray. I mean, why wouldn't you just play them all? Does it really matter? They go in our discard pile either way, right? More strength. Yeah, but you're not attacking. Yeah, I think she was entirely based on that knight being around. So definitely gain strength. Might as well check what the colorless card would be. Choose one of 3 random cards and add it into your hand. This costs 0. Sure. Intimidate, apply 1 weak. Enemy loses 2 strength, gain 12 block. All of these do nothing for us. I mean, I guess technically this would do something. But she has so much strength that it's irrelevant. Go ahead and deal 9 damage twice. I mean, we have card draw, so I guess we just do this. Oh, weak would have dealt more damage if I had... Yeah, okay. A little dumb. A little bit of a misplay. End our turn. Doesn't matter. She's dead next turn. Because at this point, we're basically guaranteed to draw our strikes. Oh, she heals, though. That's right. Forgot you can heal. Battle... No. Just give me some pommel strikes. See what we draw. Yeah, you're dead. Okay. Not a terrible combat. Can't take this, unfortunately. Add a card. Another Twin Strike seems pretty good. Clash Plus can only be played if every... think we take that. Again, we have so many attacks that we're enabling it pretty frequently. Okay. Snecko. So a snake plus a gecko, I guess. Negative effect on me. Okay. Definitely jack of all trades. Gain 1 artifact. What is an artifact? Give me that. What is an artifact? Negates 1 debuff. Oh. I mean, he's going to debuff me, so that's something, I guess. Can only be played. So definitely bash first. Going to do significant amounts of damage to him this turn. Took him down to about half HP. Going pretty smoothly. Enjoying Slay the Spire so far. I've been actively trying to avoid... I don't want to get back into Magic the Gathering. So I'm trying the best I can to avoid going and playing that. We can exhaust a strike and take no damage this turn. And then hit him Rampage. Draw a card. A little unfortunate to draw Headbutt there, but that's okay. He's not doing so well. Trying to avoid playing Magic Arena because Magic Arena 1 is very expensive. Oh, I don't love this hand. Disarm to reduce his damage. Pommel Strike. Then just defend. Well, we can draw and see what we get. Yeah, I think we just play defends until we can't play any more cards. It's fine. It's expensive to play non-constructed Magic Arena. and definitely flex. Definitely double tap. Oh, misplay there. Should have played this first. It's still going to kill him. It doesn't matter. Should have played that first and then... Oh, man, we're getting potions. Oh, 25% HP. Yeah, let's get rid of something. What don't we want? I don't know what plated armor is. Apply 3 weak. Less damage is pretty valuable. Block is of limited use for us. And it's only applying for 1 turn. Get rid of that. Give me the blood potion. Okay. Thunderclap Plus. Deal 7 damage and apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Pretty good. And it's upgraded. 7 block. Exhaust a random card. I hate. Draw a card. Put a card from your hand onto the top of your draw pile. So basically take a card we currently have in our hand and guarantee we get it next turn. But we're playing a lot of cards every turn, so I don't think that that's super valuable. And it exhausts after 1 use. So I think we go Thunderclap, which is working with our all damage here, I think. Man, we don't have as much gold as I thought we would with this this idol. Scaling the city, you notice a wall covered in the writing of the ancients. To try to wrap your head around what the puzzling symbols and glyphs could mean, the writing begins to glow. Suddenly the message becomes clear. Remove a card from our deck or upgrade all strikes and defends. It's interesting. Strikes are not something... I mean, now that we have more energy, we are using our strikes more frequently. This would upgrade them to plus 8 damage per attack, or plus 9 to 9 damage per attack. I'm not sure. Blocks upgrade to 8 block. I would not hate to have a little bit more versatility with our block cards, because currently I'm only playing them really when we don't need to. Having them do more block would be great. What would we remove if we could remove a card? Kind of like our deck. I don't know that I would remove anything. Yeah, I don't know that I would remove any specific card. If we did, we'd probably remove a strike. So instead of removing 1 strike, why not make all strikes and blocks more valuable? Upgrade. Great. Basically got to upgrade 8 cards or so for free. 72 of 87. I think we just go this route, upgrade twice, and possibly shop for new and better cards. Then we'll come up here. I mean... probably go this way, hit the question marks, get some random stuff happen, do some combat, hit the campfire. We can heal if we need to, or we could upgrade again, and then heal and or upgrade before the boss. I think this is great. I think we go this way. Maybe I don't understand things, maybe I'm an idiot, but seems really good. So what do we want to upgrade? Always difficult to make this kind of decision. Clash is doing a lot of work for us now that we have so many attacks, but it is occasionally disabled. Making 2 attacks go twice is still very much on my radar. What does this do? 2 random colorless cards. They have not been, overall, have not been amazing. Pommel Strike, 2 cards and 1 more point of damage, not really worth it. 3 more damage, and we're basically playing this every time it comes up. Upgrading Cleave seems really good as well. I think we upgrade Double Tap is probably the highest value thing. What happens if we upgrade Berserk? It only vulnerables us for 1 turn. Well, upgrading that by 4 damage is pretty good. I think Double Tap is definitely the smartest play, so we definitely do that. Head to the shop, see what we can pick up. We really have a lot of potions, so I don't think buying potions is worth it. Do they sell relics? Bottle of Lightning, upon pickup, choose a skill. Start with that every single combat. We don't really have skills that I care about. Mostly, powers are what we would want. We would want, like, to get Berserk on turn 1, but it's not a skill, it's a power. Flex could be good turn 1 pretty much every single time. I don't think we really have a skill that I need. I don't think that's worth it. Whenever you have no cards in hand during a turn, draw a card. Well, we are playing a lot more cards. I don't think that's something that happens often. Whenever you enter a shop, heal 15 HP. I mean, how many more shops are we going to hit in a game? Maybe one or two more? I don't think that's really worth it. One of 3 random attack cards to add to your hand. I mean, that sounds pretty good, but I don't think we want to get rid of a potion. And 2 regen potions. Okay, so let's look at the cards. Reaper, 4 damage to all enemies, heal HP equal to unblocked damage. 2 energy, and most combats have been 1 or 2 enemies, so at most we're healing like 8 damage. And it's only unblocked damage. I don't love that. Sever Soul. Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand. Deal 16 damage. Pretty good and could enable. I don't like the cost of it. I don't like that. I don't want another ghostly armor. Rupture. Whenever you lose HP from a card, gain 1 strength. Well, we don't really lose HP from our cards. Exhaust up to 3 cards from your hand. No thank you. I mean, I see how that could be valuable if you're stacking up dazes or like burns or something in your deck, but I don't love it. Draw 3 cards and exhaust. I don't love any of this. I also don't love removing a card here. So I think that this is pretty much a wasted shop. We might as well buy a relic. Choose a skill. I don't want a skill in my hand. What would we pick? Draw 3 cards. It's just so not good. I mean, it is pretty good, I guess. Enemy loses 2 strength. I don't like it. Skills. True Grit we don't want because it forces us to exhaust Bright on turn 1. Ethereal we don't want. We would have to block on turn 1 because otherwise it gets exhausted. Jack of all trades, I guess, can be good for us if we get it early. We could get double tap on turn 1 because we're pretty much guaranteed to attack on turn 1. I think double tap is what we would want. So give me double tap every game, every match, every combat. And I guess that's it. This shop did not do much for me. Really a little disappointed in the shop. We get to upgrade something else. Okay. What do we upgrade? Probably, we talked about it, probably Cleave. Or Twin Strike. Twin Strike has a value even against a single target. It's 14 damage. Whereas Cleave is a sweeper. It would hit all enemies, but against someone like the boss, that's of limited use. It is still strictly better than a simple strike, however. 10 damage and 2 cards. Card draw is not really something we need. Giving me 2 random colorless cards for free, I guess. But it's not guaranteed benefit because they could be not good cards. I think we go for more raw damage output. Let's upgrade. 14 targeted damage or 11 damage to all. Give me Cleave. That might be the wrong decision there. I'm in a spot where there's nothing that's a clear upgrade path. You might be screaming at your television telling me, oh, murder, you imbecile. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works when you spend any gold at a shop. That's real dumb. I don't really want this. I guess we take it. I don't think we have limited slots, so I don't think it matters. Just take it for the very off chance that it's beneficial. Come across an ornate building which appears abandoned. A plaque has been torn free from a wall, is on the floor. It reads, "The Library." Inside you find countless rows of scrolls, manuscripts, and books. You pick one up and cozy yourself in a chair for some quiet time. Choose one of 20 cards to add to your deck or heal 29 HP. That would take us to 101, which we don't... I don't need. So give me a card. Any of them upgraded? None of them are upgraded. Okay. What do we want? Don't want this. Random attack card to your hand, costs 0 this turn. Pretty good, but exhausts. This card's okay. Okay. Pretty good. 5 damage to all enemies, X times based on our energy. So at most it's 25 damage to all enemies. Seems pretty great. Pummel, 2 damage 4 times, no. 6 damage, 2 damage for all your cards containing strike. Pommel Strike, we have, I don't know how many strike cards we have. And it's not based on, it's based on in our hand. For all your cards containing strike. So everything in the deck, 2, 3, 4. I mean, it's only 5, 6. Yeah, it's only 7. So 7 attacks. 6 damage. So 14 damage. So it deals 20 damage for 2-cost spell. Well, what do we know we like? Dual wield. Choose an attack or power card. Add a copy of that to your hand. That could be very good in certain situations. It's attack or power only, so it wouldn't apply to double tap. 5 block, 12 block whenever you're attacked. 1 weak to all enemies. 12 damage apply 2 weak. I don't like these 2 and 3 cost cards. Lose 3 HP for an energy I don't want. Draw 3 cards, you cannot draw additional cards. I actually don't love any of these. None of these jump out as super good. I like more pommel strikes. Perfected Strike is okay. Whirlwind is going to be situational. We're most likely never going to use Whirlwind at its full capacity because we have better things that deal damage than 5 per energy. 5 damage per energy cost. So I don't think that that's a good card for us. I think Anger is fine. I think Flex is fine. I'm just going to take Anger. I don't want to overthink it and spend all night thinking about this. Another Cleave would not... I would not hate another Cleave. I think actually Cleave is my front runner at the moment. Yeah, give me Cleave. Give me Cleave. Stories about insect-controlling teenage girl. Okay, who aspires to become a hero. The book is filled with creative uses of powers, combat strategies, and varying perspectives. Satisfying. Great, I love teenage bug girls. Give me another question mark. See what we get here. For you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. We could pray to remove a card from our deck or leave. I mean, again, there's nothing really jumping out at me that I would want to remove here. Kind of love our deck. If I did remove something, it would be a block probably, but that, or a strike probably. Just to increase the likelihood of us getting some of these more valuable non-strike cards. Probably we remove a strike. Yeah, pull a strike out of there. You kneel in reverence. You feel weight lifted off your shoulders. I don't even know if that's the right play, but we're going to proceed here to combat. Oh, plated armor. We can also get plated armor. What is plated armor? At the end of its turn, it gains 14 block. Receiving unblocked damage reduces plated armor by 1. Okay, so if we beat 14 block... Oh, are you getting 14 block every turn? At the end of its turn, gains 14 block. So every time we deal damage to him beyond his block, so his actual health damage, it reduces this by 1, so it gives him less block next turn. You're coming at me with 16 damage. What do you do? On death applies 2 vulnerable. Okay, well we can block 16 damage. Give me Battle Trance. Give me 2 defends to block all this incoming damage. Then we definitely double tap, but what do we double tap? Do we apply Bash this turn? It would deal 16 damage, so it would reduce his damage and it would make him vulnerable for the future. Killing this guy makes us vulnerable. I think we want to kill him first. Oh, we don't have energy to double tap Bash. Ah, gotcha. Okay, well, we're definitely going to double tap. Do we double tap? Yeah, we do. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have. Maybe we should have applied to vulnerable to be in a better position next turn. Whereas this turn, we're only dealing 18 damage. It's okay. I don't love it. Give me double tap back. What is this? Oh, it applied twice, so we get to put another one in as well. Give me Battle Trance again. I don't love this turn. It didn't really set us up. I don't love his plated armor thing. I kind of hate it. Hopefully they do some buffs or something instead of attack. Nope, they're going to attack every turn. Alrighty. Give me Battle Trance immediately. I really was hoping we'd pull the ethereal block. We can only block 8 of this incoming damage. Do not want to go vulnerable this turn for sure. Bash. Well, Jack of all trades. Gain 30 block. Yeah, do that. We can only play 3 more cards, as illustrated by the 3 up here. So we bash, double tap. We have 30 block. Maybe it would be better to go vulnerable this turn. We don't need the energy, though. Okay, bash him. Double tap, pommel strike. 10 damage. 18 damage. Yeah, double tap, pommel strike. The drawing of cards is... okay, doesn't matter. Fine. End our turn. Getting that 30 block was real nice. So we don't have to deal with... You know, we really ought to be using some of our potions. 5 strength. I mean, we could go 5 strength. Thunderclap, 7 damage and 1 vulnerable. He's coming in with 12 damage. Go ahead and give me a block. Thunderclap. We could reduce his strength. 15 damage. Disarm this guy. Then cleave. Thunderclap. Should have Thunderclapped first to make them vulnerable. I'm super dumb. Okay. Not really thinking about vulnerable. I keep forgetting that I can use vulnerable. I think we have 2 cards now that apply vulnerable, and I'm not really using them tactically. So needs to be attacked, so we would need to play True Grit. We can't gain block. We can gain block, but it would exhaust. So flex. We need to play True Grit. Exhaust the strike, unfortunately. So we're not really spending all of our energy this turn. Clash. 33 damage. Kind of amazing. Did not quite kill him, so unfortunately we're not getting... If we had played vulnerable properly last turn, he would be dead and we wouldn't be taking all this damage. So definitely feeling that misplay here. Oh, not great. Taking some more hits than I would like. We do have a campfire upcoming, but I had hoped to be able to upgrade again. So, do we have anything that hits everybody? 8 damage. Cleave, yes. So cleave first. Wait a minute. We can kill her. We can kill him. Kill them both. Okay. Just got to think a little bit more. See, I'm conflicted because part of me wants to play faster so that I can get more episodes. Like, these episodes are just too long. But I'm also struggling with deal damage equal to your block. Never really going to be beneficial. I think Anger Plus is really good because it would duplicate and it's an 8 damage card instead of a 6 damage card. And it costs 0 energy. At this point, I am feeling the card draw. Definitely some turns we're having energy left over that we can't use. But I think energy, the anger is the play here. Do we heal now or do we go into the next combat and then heal at the main? I think we upgrade here. What do we upgrade? Well, I was saying about card draw, but we can only play 6 cards per turn, which is more limiting than I thought it would be. I think probably we would upgrade... Well, one, upgrading Rampage would be pretty good, I think. Getting an extra colorless card seems pretty good. Upgrading the other Cleave seems pretty good. Upgrading Twin Strike seems pretty good. I think we would get the most value. I mean, because this is such a risky card, because we're not guaranteed to get something good. Rampage is guaranteed to be good, but it takes time to get there. I think Clash upgraded is also really good. That is not a good upgrade. What does Headbutt upgrade to? 12 damage. It's pretty good. Give me this. I like gambling. I like the random effect. I think that's a fine card to upgrade. Probably a lot of people would disagree with me in that regard, but I actually like that. So, okay, these two again. You're actually attacking this time. Good for you. So definitely Ghostly Armor to absorb some of this damage. We could block again. You know, we're going to have a lot of energy here. Go ahead and defend again. Then double tap Cleave to hit them both. And that'll be our turn. We're blocking all... No, we're taking 2 damage. My mistake. I thought we had fully blocked that turn. And you made us gain less block. You're blocking, which is great. You're buffing. So this is a good attack turn. We really need card draw, which we do not have, unfortunately. So go ahead and beef us up. Go ahead and bash this dude. Yeah, bash that dude. Cleave them both. And anger. I mean, I would love to kill you from... Because what if she heals him? I think we hit her. Last time we focused on the knight, I actually think hitting her... We could... I mean, he's vulnerable, though. We made him vulnerable. So she just gained block. That's... Oh, you healed, you bitch. Okay. Well, that's not great. Thunderclap hits both and makes them vulnerable. Makes him vulnerable for longer, which is really good. Loses 2 strength. Give me the card draw. We played 1 card. I want to play Jack of all trades. Thunderclap. 7 damage and 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Well, we definitely are going to play this. Give me Jack of all trades. Mind Blast. What does innate mean? Start each combat with this. That's irrelevant. Deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. 9 damage. That's not very good. Put a card from your hand to the bottom of your draw pile. It costs 0 until played. So in 2 turns, we could get a 0 cost. I mean, none of these are very good. 0 cost Mind Blast, I guess. But then we can only play 2 more cards. I think we just strike this dude. I don't think we go vulnerable because they can put out a fair bit of damage all at once, and we have this thing where we don't get very much block. So I think we just hit this dude twice, and then I guess we disarm him. Go ahead and play Forethought. Put the Mind Blast on the bottom. When we get it, it'll be a 0 damage. No! Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Because it's our draw pile, it deals damage based on our draw pile. So when we draw it, there's going to be 0 cards in our pile because we draw 5 cards each turn. Oh my god. Okay. No, if we can get card draw out of any of the next hand or 2, we will have some cards in our draw pile. Just don't freak out. Don't worry about it. Okay, 12 incoming damage. He's still vulnerable. We kill him this turn. Only played if everything's an attack. We do have all attacks. So play that first so we don't accidentally draw an attack card. Kill him. Yeah, kill him. Draw the... Choose a card to put on top of your draw pile. Oh, oops. I thought this was... thought this was the one that draws a card. Go ahead and give me double tap. We cannot play Pommel Strike, otherwise we will draw our double tap and not be able to use it. How many cards? Oh, yeah, we can use it. Go ahead and... No. Bash her to make her vulnerable. And then just do this. That's okay. It's not a big deal. We'll draw double tap this turn. Strength up. Okay. We just hit her a bunch. Double tap. What do we want to double tap? Rampage, I guess. No. Oh, well, play True Grit. Exhaust. Pommel Strike. No, exhaust Rampage. Draw a card with Pommel Strike. Oh, it's Mind Blast. Well, whatever, it's a huge damage. I thought it was going to be... I thought we had put the double tap. I'm an idiot. Don't... Internet. Don't judge me. 1 to 3 random skill cards add to your hand. I mean, at this point, I'm just not going to take the potion. Shrug it off. Gain 8 block. Draw a card. Body slam. Damage equal to your block. I think we take Shrug It Off. It's another block card, which we don't have very many of. And it's actively drawing us cards, whereas this is just a 10 damage attack. We have plenty of other good attacks, so I don't think that's a big deal. I think we heal here just to make sure we're in tip-top shape for the boss. Because I've never seen the second floor boss, and I am extremely, extremely nervous about my ability to overcome the boss. We do have a ton of... Use your potions. It's a big old knight. Hello, knight. Coming at me for 12 damage. Okay. Well, let's apply 3 weak, so he'll be weak for 3 turns, right? Is how that works. 25 less damage. This is just a flat heal. We definitely love that, and we're gonna hang on to that for an emergency. We can gain some plated armor, which gives us 4 armor per turn, and every time we take health damage, it reduces it to 3. This is a not good potion, I think. I think 4 plated armor is way too low of a number to be relevant. 5 strength at the end of your turn, lose 5 strength. Okay, so we could deal 1, 2, increase damage. Okay, 3. So we would deal 4 instances, 5 strength, so it's an extra 20 damage. Sure, just give me that. So we're gonna double tap. Which one do we want to double tap? Probably not the card draw. So I think double tap. It really doesn't matter, does it? Does it? If we double tap, does it up this by 2 instances, or does it duplicate the card as though? Just do regular strike. I think we don't want the card draw. And then yeah, just do lots of damage to him. I think. We drew anger, but we unfortunately have already played 6 cards. So yeah, that's why the card draw was not relevant. Unfortunately, we limited ourselves. I never thought we would be playing up to 6 cards per turn, and now we are, and it's, you know, interesting. You're coming at me for 18. Go ahead and draw some cards. Okay. Only if every card is an attack. Well, we only have disarm and block, which we're going to play anyway. So lower his strength. Go ahead and block. Please draw an attack and not a skill. Oh, we can't draw any more cards. That's fine. So now we go definitely clash. And we have 2 more cards we can play. 9 damage. Put a card on your discard. Okay. So headbutt. And we'll put probably double tap on top of our pile. Probably rampage. Double tap probably deals more damage. So if we do rampage, we get 18 damage, which is a lot, which is about what we would get from double tap on most of our attacks. But it also increases it by 5 for the future. I think we do that. And then we cleave because it's the most damage out of the remaining cards in our hand. Feeling pretty okay. We are taking a hit here, of course, which is not great. Coming at me for 11. I think we jack of all trades, see what we get. Got discovery. Choose 1 of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Apotheosis. Upgrade all of your cards for the rest of combat. Definitely play that. Okay, so we're up to 2 cards. We're not going to be doing a lot this turn, so I think flex is of limited value. Choose 1 of 3 random cards to add into your hand. This is a crapshoot. He's coming at us for 11. Go ahead, give me... whenever you play an attack, gain 3 block. That would have been nice before. Deal damage equal to your block. So none of these are very good. Go ahead and give me this. We can play 3 more cards. He's coming at us for 11. Block for 6. 1, 2. We can't play all these. Can't play Rampage. Why can't I play Rampage? Not enough energy. Oh, I'm out of energy. So these are both useless. This would make us vulnerable and take more damage. Oh, we already are vulnerable? Yeah. Give me the extra energy, I think. End my turn. I don't know if that was the right call, because he might do like a huge attack this turn, or not attack me at all. He's no longer weakened. Decrease attack damage by... Okay. He's not coming at us, so this is an attack turn. Bash him. Make him vulnerable. We would need to play both of these. No, we can play one and exhaust the other, so that we can make an attack with Clash, which is a big attack because he's vulnerable. Same with Twin Strike, and we actually did not use all of our energy. That's okay. He is, you call that a weaponing. Made us vulnerable and weak. We're vulnerable for a really long time. actually. And weak is bad because we like doing damage. So it deals 9 block. Go ahead and give me the block. Yeah. Bash him to keep him vulnerable. 5 damage. So this would deal 7 damage and extend his vulnerability. I think we just strike him twice for the extra damage output. Although being weakened is really going to hurt us. And of course he's hitting us pretty much every turn, which is not good. And it's making us vulnerable every time he hits us. He's going to block and use a buff. Alrighty. 1 of 3 random cards to add into your hand. It costs 0 this turn. Well, yeah, I guess. Seeing red, gain 2 energy, exhaust. Pretty not helpful. Apply 1 weak to all enemies. They deal less damage. Yeah, but it's only for this turn. So, not really helpful. And gaining vulnerability and making us... None of these are good. I don't want any of these. So instead we're just going to... Oh, this is not an attack. Use... So we can't use Clash. 1 takes it to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can, might as well. We're going to play all of them. Play Clash. 20 damage. More vulnerability. Strike, strike. Okay. I mean, we're whittling him down. I'm not loving our HP situation. We do have this heal in our back pocket. 20 defense, and he's buffing himself. Gains 5 block at the end of turn. I don't love this. Okay, Rampage. We double tap Rampage. Yeah, double tap Rampage. Headbutt. No. Battle Trance first. I don't know why we drew so many cards. I thought we would only draw 3. Clash can only be played. That we're never going to be able to get that off this turn. Whenever you play an attack, gain block is meaningless. All these cards were meaningless this turn, so we just headbutt. Unfortunately, and we'll put I don't know, double tap on top probably. And we'll put Battle Trance, draw 4 cards. Yeah, Rampage is definitely the play there. We have to... Oh, we can't play that. Well, we lost our armor. I wasn't thinking about that. That's a bummer. You've done it now. Have I? Have I done it now? Oh, did you just purify yourself of all my vulnerability? You son of a... He's coming at us for 48 damage. We have no defense. Oh boy. Give me the armor. If we can discard and draw... We only have 1 block left in our deck. We have no blocks left in our deck. Oh boy. So we're taking 48 damage. Can we make him deal less damage? We cannot. Oh boy. Okay. 48 damage. Alrighty. Can we kill him? We can kill him. He's dead. Double tap, Rampage, double tap, Cleave. Oh, he's not dead. Well, now you're dead. Oh, man. Okay. Thank God we killed him that turn. We got an achievement, the Champion, which had a little picture of that particular night. So, okay. This is the furthest we've made it in this game. Once again, we see Demon Form, which I'm starting to think might be real good. Impervious gains 30 block, but gets exhausted. And Brutality, at the start of your turn, lose 1 HP and draw 1 card. Having that extra card draw would be fantastic. But the longer fights we go, you know what, 10 turns, so we could lose a big chunk of our health. 1 HP per turn. Oh, it seems so good to get that extra card draw because we have so much energy these days. Give me Impervious. We don't have enough blocks in the deck is something I'm starting to realize. Give me impervious. Proceed. Get another boss relic. Gain energy at the start of your turn. Whenever you open a non-boss chest, obtain a curse. Well, there's usually, what, one per floor? So, like, one curse is not a big deal, really. You'll each drop an additional relic. Upon pickup, gain 3 curses and 3 relics. We can remove cards. We can remove curses. I don't know how bad the curses can be, though. Give me the energy at the start of your turn, but non-boss chests have curses. Probably going to forget that and end up opening chests, but I think that that's the way to go. And we're on to the 3rd floor, which is the final floor. I'm excited to be here. I can't believe that we're here. The problem is that every floor is taking us about 50 minutes. So unfortunately, I have to put another cut in here because I just cannot abide having like a 3-hour video on my channel. So for now, that's going to do it. I'm going to have to wrap up, come back tomorrow or the next day, and I'll have the next section of this video up on the channel. So for now, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying the series. I am aware that I'm not really giving any commentary. It's really hard to do that when you're constantly thinking about decisions you have to make. So hopefully that will get better over time. So far, really enjoying Slay the Spire. If you have not checked out this game, I would definitely encourage you to do so. I just got this on sale during the Steam like New Year Christmas sale, and it was I think like $7, and it's definitely so far seemed like it's absolutely worth that amount of money. So definitely check it out if you have not done so. I'll be back with more in the near future. Hopefully you're enjoying, and I will see you next time.